Good morning, boys and girls. It's John from Veganism KILLS. It's November 22nd. You're not going to see me dancing around with a glass of green slop pretending I'm so happy so I can get you to buy a product. Over here, it's strictly information, kind of boring, but information that's useful to keep you from falling into the pitfall of veganism. That's why my channel is called Veganism KILLS, because it has killed several children who were forced on the vegan diet. Plus, it's killed several people, vegans, who actually got cancer when they thought they couldn't. And then they were told they don't need to go to a traditional doctor for cancer treatment. They were told that they could treat their cancer by some vegan remedies. And they died from cancer. That's why this channel is called Veganism Kills, because it does. Now, you want to talk about this clown right here? You see this bald-headed 47-year-old? I'm 55, okay? I still have my hair. So don't tell me that veganism is for healthy people. You see all this fruit and stuff in the background? If you vegans knew anything about agriculture, you would know that these plants have been altered from their original form since man still first starting putting it in his mouth. All right? Because it had little to no nutritional value and still doesn't compare to meat. Though they made it more palatable, grown larger, and splicing it with other plants to get some kind of nutritional value, though not enough. All right. Now this clown here, his net worth has an estimated net worth of $7 million. First of all, he claims to be a doctor when I don't see any valid license in Massachusetts. He went to Tufts University. He didn't finish his internship. He didn't complete his residency or even start his residency. No hospital would hire him. And there's not one patient that came by to produce a valid testimony that this guy actually helped them. None. There's none. Zero. He's as much as a doctor as I am an astronaut. Okay, now we're going to go over another title that he's given himself, and he's convinced all of these stupid vegans that he knows what he's talking about. You're going to be amazed off of this. Apparently now, Michael Greger, founder, chief science officer of nutrition.org. He's the chief science officer. Well, to be a science officer, first you would have to be a friggin' scientist. Let's start off with that. And if you're a scientist, or you claim to be a scientist, where are your published peer-reviewed papers, Mr. Scientist? Instead of all he does is cherry pick other people's scientific facts that haven't been peer-reviewed. Vegans write one-off papers that haven't been reviewed outside of the vegan community, so they be checked unbiased, okay, and published in a medical journal. There's none. There's none. It's a big lie. It's a fraud. How do you think he got $7 million? And the best part of it, nutritionfacts.org, which is a registered 501c3 nonprofit charity, how the fuck did this guy get $7 million? Don't tell me it's his book, because that book didn't sell too well. All right? And then you see him. He's on the Colbert Report. All of these liberal channels, he is on there talking that he knows everything about preventive medicine. All right? Meanwhile, he hasn't even had a track record of helping anybody in preventive medicine. That's what, if he was a good doctor, you would think you would have a few patients come up and say, Michael Greger has cured my cancer or helped me cure my emphysema or my osteoporosis, or some kind of ailment that you get from eating meat, supposedly, because there's no disease caused by meat. The only thing that vegans stick to is that, cold cuts. That can cause you problems. Everybody knows that, cold cuts. So most people don't eat them. But if you eat a steak a day or eat animal fat, it's not going to do anything to you. Your body's not going to explode. All right? It's all nonsense. All right? This is coming from a guy who struggles on a treadmill and doesn't have any hair on his head. This is the guy you're using to be the epitome of good health. Most of these vegans are like underweight, You can't ask them to do anything complicated because they don't have the ability to realize the complexities of doing something sophisticated. Don't ask them to use tools. Oh God, that's you might as well ask them to go touch the moon. All right, they all run around trying to prove how healthy they are, and then when you take a good look at them physically, when a doctor does a physical examination, what does he do? He looks at your eyes, your teeth. He looks up your nose. He looks in your ear. He looks at if there's any blemishes or any bumps under your skin, unusual acne, unusual rashes. He knows that, and most of these vegans don't fit, pass the fit test. So he goes on about meat defamation in the diet, and meanwhile he has no proof that any of these claims have any validity. And then he tells you he's a 501c3 nonprofit charity, and yet he's got $7 million. He's a liar, and he's a thief. Where did he get the $7 million from? Don't tell me his book sales. Please. All right, let's see. State licenses. This section has yet to be updated by the speaker. Why didn't he post his state licenses? If he's a doctor, he should have no problem posting his state license. The only reason you don't post it, because you don't fucking have one. Board certifications. This section has yet to be updated by the speaker. Professional association. This section has yet to be updated by the speaker. So he calls himself a general practitioner, but yet he cannot provide his certifications or even his state license. All right? Let's take a look at his other organizations. He's got other organizations. No wonder why he's getting $7 million. He's fleecing people left and right. The Plantrition Project. Let's see. Look. Look how much the conference fee, $475. It's not about money. Look. Nutrition. Notice he doesn't have nothing here that says doctor. All right? Nothing there that says Dr. Michael Greger. This guy's surgery, cardiology, endocrinology, nutrition. Okay? Let's take a look at the other one. Let's see the other one. Nutrition, pediatrics, lifestyle medicine. All right, this is another front. First of all, people are telling you not to. The Humane Society of the U.S., which Dr. Greger is a part of, they got some scammy book problems too. On top of that, all right, these guys are in it for the dollar, the almighty dollar. And I'm sorry, this guy's a fucking fraud. If you Information Cradle and you can't give them your doctor's license, your certifications, where are they? Where are they? As far as I know, I can put on the cloak and drape a stethoscope around my neck and claim I'm a doctor too. It seems to be pretty easy, and a lot of people are falling for it. And then on top of it, this motherfucker calls himself a scientist. Chief Science Officer of Nutrition Facts. He's a science officer who hasn't done any experimentation. That's number one. Hasn't conducted any valid peer-reviewed studies that have been posted to a medical journal. That's number two. And number three, he still hasn't provided any valid certificates or licenses that he's able to practice medicine. You know, you vegans are idiots, man. I got a used car to sell you. Come over my house. It's missing three wheels. It doesn't have an engine, but you know it's a Rhodes Canardly. Give me $1 million for it. Fucking idiots. This is upsetting because you know this kind of fraud does and it has killed people. That's my main concern. Other people. Not some friggin' turkey, not some fucking chicken, not a fucking cow. People, children. Children have died on this diet. Alright, I'm out of here.